So hey there everyone, today I'm gonna show you how to make this easy modern style. When you change colors, it looks pretty cool. So anyways, let's get started. First you have to create a new level. I'm gonna call this just modern, description I don't really care, and let's go to the editor. Now you can see my mouse cursor, so follow where the mouse cursor moves. So we're gonna go to the settings, then gonna choose the background and choose this gradient background. Now I'm gonna choose the background color and change it to gray and also dark, somewhere like here. And now it should look something like this. Now, second thing what we're gonna do is make a layout. Choose the thickest lines, outlines, and make a layout. I don't really care what you do, and I'm gonna make my own. So I made the layout something like this, and if you have the layout, when you're done with that, now it should look somewhere like this. Now we're gonna go to layer 0 and remove the object outlines where the layer 1 objects are colliding, which is right here. Delete them, so I don't have like extra, details. Now go to layer 1, and now we're gonna go back to build and go to the gradient section. We're gonna go with the thickest ones and place it right here inside of an object, but it is invisible because it's like behind the object. We're gonna go to edit group and then Z layer T1. Now we can see the object. Now go to edit object, select the color channel 1, even if it's on default, but I'm gonna still select the color channel 1, and then we're gonna go to the HSV button. I'm gonna change the hue to -30. And now, fill the places where the objects are visible. Somewhere like this. When you go to layer all, now you can see something like this. Now let's go to the third part. Go to layer 2. Go back to the object section and select these ones now. Now fill the spaces where needed without like placing them inside here where the objects are. Somewhere like this, but they're blue because they're default on color channel 1. So you're gonna select them all, edit object, and then go to the color channel 2. We're gonna make it gray as well, but not as dark as the background has, somewhere like here. Now we should have something like this. Now let's go to layer 3. Use the same objects and fill only the top space, like this. Now select them and go to color channel 3. Now we're gonna color it as also gray, but a little bit darker than these. And how to check if they're darker, go to layer all, and in here we really colored the same way. So select the top objects again and make it a little darker. When you see it's darker than these objects right here, then well done. Now let's go back to layer 3. Select these objects and copy paste it and then move it by 1 block down. Now we must fill the second row of these objects. And now select all the second row objects. Now go to the HSV by clicking on the edit object and then click on HSV. And then brightness to 0.90. And now it should be a little bit darker then the first row of objects. Now copy paste the second row objects and move by one block down. Now go to edit object, HSV, and now brightness to 0.8. Copy paste it again for the fourth row, and then do the same thing but with HSV, the brightness is 0.7 or 70. And now it should make something like this. If you have something like this, then great job. Let's continue. So when we go to layer all, it should make something like this. Now it's time for the little details. Go to layer 4. So use this object once again, place it somewhere here, and then scale it down to 0.50. And edit object, select the second color, which these objects use in the layer 2. And then we're gonna go to HSV and make it brightness 0.90, the color that these objects use in layer 2. So select it right here, and then HSV 0.90 on the brightness slider. And now just basically place it wherever you want, but not on these objects right here, alright? I'm gonna do something like this. Somewhere like this, then here, then here, then here. Now go back to layer all and check your results. If you have something like this, then great job. Let's move on. Now the next thing is the glow. And glow is gonna make everything better. So go to layer 5, go to build, and then go to the gradient section and select these objects right here. Place it somewhere and scale it up to the maximum. Now edit object, go to color channel 4, and then select the same color that the first color channel has, which in my case is blue. Somewhere like this. Now turn on blending and then opacity 0.20. Now we have to try to move this object by half a block. How can you do that? Go to the build and then select this section and choose the objects that divide the grid into 4 more pieces. And then right now you can just use your WASD keys. And now it's gonna move by half a block every time. But if you don't have a PC and you're working on mobile, then click this arrow 7 times, or any of these arrows 7 times, and then these mini arrows 2 times, in the same direction as you pressed one of these arrows. And now you moved it by half a block. Now let's move it somewhere right here, and then move by half a block to the left. And now we're just gonna do this. Copy, paste, then move by half a block to the right. And do the same process over and over again. I'm gonna speed up the process by doing the PC method. And reach on the edge of one of the outlines. And do the same to all of these outlines. Somewhere like this. Now select all of them. Now go to the edit group and T1 Z layer. Now go back to layer all and then check the results. Now you made the design. You actually made this modern design in Geometry Dash. And if you want to, you can also change colors to them. I'm gonna use these triggers, color triggers, place one here, and then select the color ID where is the blue color for these objects, for the outlines and, you know, these ones. So we're gonna select this color trigger and choose any color that you want. I'm gonna go with green here and set the fade time to 0 seconds. Now I'm gonna do a second color, which is gonna be yellow, somewhere like here, and then red, and then magenta. But the glow isn't gonna change by itself. It's always default blue. So we'll have to make another individual color triggers by choosing color ID 5. And now you have to copy all of the colors that all of these triggers have. So what I do is just select all of these, copy paste, move it by one block upwards, and then select the color ID 5. And there you go. And now you can check the results. Why does... Wait, which color channel? Oh, sorry guys, it's color channel 4. Color ID 4. And also, we have to turn on blending with opacity 0.2. And now check the results. Pretty cool. You made this modern design in Geometry Dash. If you like these types of Geometry Dash grading tutorials, consider subscribing and see you in another video. Bye!